It's the Pantry Party show, and I'm your host, DJ Blattner. And today we are going to have a crazy cool guest. Crazy cool. Okay, so her handle is DJ Megan Taylor. Okay, I am DJ because those are my initials, Dawn Jackson Blattner, DJ Blattner. Okay, she is DJ Megan Taylor because legit, she is a DJ, disc jockey, plays music for a living. What? Like, this is amazing. I can't believe that we are going to have a real live DJ on the show. So DJ Megan Taylor has arrived. I don't know that I would ever call her anything besides DJ Megan Taylor. Like, here we go. Oh my gosh. DJ. I'll do a little disco ball as she enters, perhaps, because, I mean, you know, she's used to all the bells and whistles, you know? Oh, girl! I'm doing a disco ball right as you enter since you are a superstar DJ.
Oh my, and I love a disco ball. I always say you have to have a disco ball.
I knew it. The thing is, I was explaining before you got on that I am DJ Blattner because my initials are DJ, yeah. Right? Dawn Jackson Blattner, DJ Blattner. You are legit DJ Megan Taylor and legit a DJ. Like, you play music and give people love and life and laughter for a living.
I try. Yes.
It's
so
amazing.
Fun.
So do you know why you're on the Pantry Party show right now?
I a little bit.
No, I don't think you do. It's all selfish. This is just a selfishly motivated situation. Because when I was thinking about guests, right, I was like, okay, so I'm going to do this show every single day. I want to have boss babes on this show. Like, I really want to talk to boss babes. And so I was like, oh, you know who would be great on the show that I secretly have always wanted to get to know even better, is DJ Megan Taylor. So really, yes, we'll look in your pantry, but mostly this is just a selfish situation for me to get to chat with you and talk to you more. In honor of you coming, I wore my supernatural shirt because you are a superstar. I also wore my lightning bolt earrings. I wish I had like music notes, but these are like lightning bolts because you are a force to be reckoned with. So DJ Megan Taylor, will you tell us about yourself before we even talk pantry stuff?
Yeah, totally. And then I have to tell you why I have a girl crush on you too. But and I have the theme song for you.
Are you serious? Of course she does.
I have a theme song for this moment.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm Megan and I am a DJ, and what I do is I believe in the power of music, and I believe in music vibrates us all, elevates us all, and so I have designed a kind of a career out of doing that for my clients. And I do a lot of private parties. I work with a lot of corporate clients like you do. I have a lot of individuals. I do weddings, but I've really found a way to create vibes through music, create powerful situations, help brands understand their sound identity. I work with a great company, Fig Media, which I had a whole background in photo and video and creative stuff, but I passionately love music. I'm a music nerd. And so for the last 12 years, I've been building my business in sound and music and DJing. It's very exciting. It's
very exciting because I got a chance, you know, this whole situation of us, you know, working from home. You would travel, the country, the world playing music, and you bring people together with music, right? And all of a sudden this hits and it's like, oh, virtual, and you have jumped on it. You have been all over Instagram, playing music for everybody, bringing everybody together, elevating vibes. And I got an opportunity to hear you do this. I think it was over the weekend. Was it over the weekend?
Yeah,
or maybe just this week?
I did 2 lives over the weekend. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Music heals. That's how you said it. You were like, music heals. Let's get together. Let me elevate your vibe. And I love music. And I was like, yeah, you know, I'm going to totally tune in. You know, this is great. Watch DJ Megan Taylor do her thing. Watching you I wore these on purpose. It's electric. Like, not only is the music lifting your vibe, I'm like, yes, this is great music. I feel fantastic. I mean, watching you in your element, you can see the passion pouring out of you, and you are having a good time. So it's impossible not to have a good time watching you.
Thank you so much for that reflection. You know, it's been a transformative and I would say humbling and emotional 2 weeks because I had so much business. I was going to fly. And it's the stuff I've worked so hard at building these relationships. And they all were like canceled, like in the matter of like 12 hours. And so what I do is events. And if you haven't heard, events are canceled for a long time.
Yep.
And so I had to sort of like pivot, and I'm still pivoting and I'm still thinking. But I'll say the response on these DJ lives, and I think everyone knows like DJ Nice had like 200,000 people, but everybody, it's what I realized, and I really came back to is like music is like lifting people up right now, and people are getting on board with music. And even being a DJ and I'm in the craft of music all the time, it really helped remind me the power of music and playlists that I've been building and lives, and I'm going to do more lives. And I was humbled, and I like cried like when I started DJing because I had sort of forgotten. I just hadn't been in my element of music in a while. So I think there's a bigger lesson. I think there's ways that I'm going to be implementing what I'm learning now, like in my business.
Oh, isn't it? You know what? And that is, I get chills, right? Like, re-falling in love with your passion is something that, as an entrepreneur for a long time too, it's like, I mean, that is a skill set. It's like you can forget, you can get caught up like in the hustle and building and doing things, and it's like, unfortunately, sometimes things like this do sort of like, boom, wake you up of like, oh my gosh, like this is what I am doing is powerful. It is magic. It is something that I need to go in the world, So
yeah.
Anyway,
it like brought me back to the basics. It's just like, oh, like I don't do this fancy event or anything. I can be my own loft. That's where I'm at, playing music, like literally like at a little screen, and people are digging it.
Oh my gosh, so digging it. So that when I see you on your lives like that, that is your whole setup like in your house.
Yeah, I like created. I've got this little like elevator shaft that's a den, and so I like made it into like my DJ studio.
Oh,
it is right now.
It's gorgeous. I mean, it was I was like, I wonder where she is. I wonder if this is her stuff. So where are you posting all of this? Because we'll talk about it later before we close too. But as anybody is watching, DJ Megan Taylor, music that will move you, and you're playing all over Instagram. And where do we find out where you're playing?
Yeah, that's good. So I'm just about to post. I was finalizing, and thanks for your help with this, but I'm about to post on my Instagram, like where I'll be live at. So you can find me on my Instagram, DJ Megan Taylor.
I think it's great. And everybody needs to not only find that, but share it. I feel like that's the most important thing. But it's like, yeah, I love it, but it's like, and share it because other people need this. Like, it's not even, like you said, it's not even just fun. It's like fun. It's love, but it's like legit healing vibes. Yeah. So anyway, what you do is just magic. And I think the other thing too is it's so inspirational to see somebody do a career that people just sort of dream of, right? So like it's like something that's like, oh, can you really make a career out of being a DJ? And it's like, dude, yes, look at, you're living proof.
Yeah, thank you. I know, it's kind of unbelievable. And it's sometimes I'm like, I'm a DJ, like I'll say it, and like, it's just not what I expected. Let me put it that way. But who does expect, oh, this is how it's going to work out, It doesn't go that way. I believe in
she crushes it. Somebody said on there she crushes it. She crushes it.
That's awesome.
I mean, she is a DJ who crushes it. I love how it surprises you that you still, like after a decade plus of being a DJ, you're like, wait a second, I'm a DJ.
Yeah, it's so exciting, and I keep trying. I'm like a big fan of like getting out of your comfort zone to know who you are internally. So that's 100% kind of like how it's grown. And honestly, there's not a lot of women in the field. I think I've just done a good job at trying to find the openings and using my business skills and my drive with like a creative side. So it's paid off. And my shout out, my girl crush to you is that I DJ'd an event, maybe with the Sweatlight. No, with Nike. I think you were a speaker and you were talking about being a woman in like kind of a guy's world, especially like within the Cubs and the whole thing. And I was like crushing hard on you because we have a lot of similar ways of being, and sort of like we can do this and believing in ourselves and not really knowing how. So I appreciate that so much of you.
Ah, I love it. Thank you. Thanks. I enjoy, you know what? I don't use that term enough, girl crush. Like, I legit have a girl crush on you.
Yeah.
And so, okay, so the only other thing that I really feel like I would like to know before we do pantry stuff is who are you doing like beyond Instagram? Now you're all over Instagram, will be all over Instagram. She is an Instagram phenom of a DJ. But you also, like you were saying, corporate events and stuff, like everybody hires you to do DJ stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not just like, oh, you have a cute party and I DJ. No, I like DJ huge things for Nike and all sorts of big companies.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I have been really going after that business because, and I think people get it now. Like people want DJs in this sort of like this place they would not have seen it before because they understand music. People are transitioning from bands to DJs in some cases. So there's an opportunity. And I think I always have this message with corporate companies. They don't understand their music. Like they're very good on their brand as far as like visuals, but they have a harder time translating to music. So I do like banks. I DJ for, Nike, New Balance. I DJ for big private events, galas, parties. I've been incorporating like a lot of live music in. So I think there's like being fluid with music. And because I can play, I'm open format. So I can play like a disco set. I can play a hip hop set. That's been to my advantage with everything. And just creating vibes. I love fashion. I love being more in the creative space. So
that's so great.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it all.
Well, I like what you said. I mean, the thing is it's like everybody talks about, who isn't talking about branding? Like if you're not talking about branding, like where are you? And one of the things is, who thinks about putting what music is your brand, right? You know what I mean? Exactly. I accidentally fall into it for myself. I am anything pop 10. Like you give me anything pop 10, that is my music identity, brand identity. On accident, I just know that, right? But there are so many people who have events and you're like, this is weird elevator music for like not something that you would think would be their brand or whatever. So anyway, I think that's cool that you really are, a consultant even, right? So not even just the DJ, but like a consultant to people in this. Anyway, I love you. I could talk all day about you.
It's fun to talk about this because now I'm like at home working and I'm like, who am I? So it's like, oh yeah, like I do have this like life.
Yes, you are a mega superstar DJ. If you need me to record affirmations for you, it's like I will do it and they will all be totally authentic. You are a superstar DJ. Yes, you are helping and taking over the world. So anyway, you're on the Pantry Party show. I digress this whole time.
No, I'm excited for this.
So basically,
I have questions.
Oh, that's exciting.
I've already been thinking.
I love this. Basically, here's what's been going down. Is Pantry Party is use what you have in your house. That's what we want to do. And be creative about it. Be easy about it. Like I'm about simplicity, right? And like you, I believe in the power of food to raise your vibration, right? So it's like, it's also got to be food that you really feel like supports where you're at right now. So feels craveable and good. Anyway, is there anything in your house rotting or something that you've had a long time that you're like, girl, could you help me figure out what to do with this?
Well, the funny thing is that my kitchen is in the best shape it's ever been because we have to eat from home. So like I have more food than I ever have. So my normal is like I order sweet greens on my way home. I'm like single, I live alone. So I a lot of times don't know what to do with stuff. And rotting, no, but I have a bunch of like quinoa and like gluten-free pasta and I don't know what to do beyond like put some sauce in it. Do you know what I mean? So like I don't know how to mix things very well.
Yep. Well, I love that. And you know what? I'm married and we just basically do that too. So this is my kitchen has never looked better or more full of food. Plus we live right by a Whole Foods. So it's like we don't have anything in our house usually because we're like, oh, let's stop at Whole Foods. So this has been a real, like you said, it's been a shock, like opening up my fridge and being like, oh my gosh, there's like leftovers and all this stuff in here. Like, oh my gosh. So anyway, I love what you said. Like sometimes it's just like the base of something like quinoa. And I use inspiration, like you, I'm sure in music. I use inspiration all around me for food. So for example, I would lean in heavy to things you already like. So if you already like sweet greens, for example, so you're like, oh my gosh, I love them.
Yeah.
All I do is I pull up their website. I look at what combinations they put together and I'm like, oh girl, I'm going to make my version. It might not have 16 ingredients like sweet greens. It might have my favorite 5 from what they say. But I find that a lot of inspiration for me comes from restaurant menus something I really like, and then I try and recreate a version for home.
Yeah. No, that's amazing to know because I have never thought of that. Like literally, I'm like, oh, genius.
Yep. No,
I'm very
it's true.
simple.
It's very simple, and it also it relies on other people's genius, right? So it's like they figured out, they literally have a business that's about making craveable, delicious salads. So why do I need to recreate the wheel? It's like I'm going to go to somebody whose livelihood depends on these salads being amazing and really use that as my inspiration.
Okay,
So
but how come when I mix salads, they're like crunchy and they're like, it's like, you know, a big piece of cucumber and carrot, and it's like, it's just not the same. Is it the dressing? What is
please.
it?
It is all I actually, when people think about like having products, right? So it's like, what would I have as a product that I would sell? People are like, oh my gosh, you should sell food. You should sell food. Like have a line of food, whatever. No, my first product 100% is going to be a bowl and a salad chopper. Because as you know, every time you stand in the line of a good salad shop, the last step is what? They put the stuff in a bowl and chop it to smithereens so the dressing gets all goopy and the lettuce gets so edible and good, and it's like no big fat pieces of, like you said, cucumber. It's all chopped up fabulous. So the secret to success is chopping that up because don't you agree?
Yeah,
like that's
no,
like
I
that's
agree.
the big key.
Yeah.
So anyway, because I will say maybe about, I mean, I don't know why I always like to put years on things just to like prove that it's been a long time. Over 15 years ago, I went to, I spoke at an event at something called Pritikin. Have you ever heard of Pritikin?
No.
So Pritikin used to be like this, like, maybe it's still around too, sorry. You know, I should probably know that. But anyways, Pritikin was like, you would go there. It was like a spa-like experience, and you would eat mostly just salad the entire time that you were there. And it was for health and weight loss and heart and like immunity, everything. Anyway, I spoke at the event, and through the event, I was able to eat lunch at Pritikin. Okay. And I was like, oh my God, this is cool. This is like a big deal. I will tell you what they did to make their salads good. Chop them. And then they had a bowl and a little chopper. And I was like, this is the product that DJ Bladner needs to produce in the world.
Yeah, you
Is
do.
like, stop with the sad salads. Chop them. So anyway, steal, borrow, get inspired by your favorite websites. Pick a few ingredients of your favorite salad and then chop it to living HE double hockey stick.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to swear because it's like a noon show, but I'm going to have to start doing pantry parties after dark.
Lot of like, you know,
literally, I mean, you know, I hate to admit it.
In this new world, I'm like, is it 7 p.m., 9 p.m.? What day is it?
Yeah,
what meal?
Thank you. It's true. And here's, if I could just admit something also, I'm also losing track of if I've washed my hair ever. Dry shampoo has really just like sort of like freaked me out. So anyway, you will be glad to know today I washed my hair, so I legit know it's clean.
I did.
Yeah, this would be
yesterday.
I have no idea how long. Again, dry shampoo, it's a blessing and a curse because I use it and it works so well that I'm like, I think I go too long. Anyway, this is not a hygiene show, girl. This is not a hygiene
show. I feel you.
Okay, thank you.
It looks good.
So how do we feel about that being one of the pantry party answers to your life is to use quinoa, for example, go on to Sweet Greens, find something that you would eat quinoa with from their salads, mix it together and chop it up.
Yeah. And should I make like all of the quinoa and then just store it in my fridge? Is that how?
Oh my God.
Right?
First off, I love this. I love that you're leaning into some meal prep like that. Because
I'm so green. Like,
okay.
So sorry for all your foodies that are watching. They're like, oh, is this? Sorry for this content.
Actually, no. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. And here's what I'm going to tell you. I am 3 or 4 steps even beyond you of simple not cooking because I only buy quinoa already cooked in the frozen section of my grocery store. I won't even make it. I won't even make it.
Okay. That's
Same thing with brown rice is I will not make it anymore. I just buy it frozen, already prepared. There's no other ingredients in it. It's just quinoa or just brown rice. So easy. All I have to do is warm it up like in a pan or a microwave or whatever. But if you have quinoa like I do, I have been in my head thinking about, and I prefer brown rice to quinoa. a dietitian police arrest me.
Yeah.
But I really do. So I have way more brown rice in my house, but I have this thing of quinoa, and I was thinking like you, why don't I just make it, okay, get it over with, and start freezing it in little packs like they do at the store anyway. So anyway, I'm with you. Keep it in your make a bunch. Keep it in your fridge for up to 3 days. Otherwise, if you know you're not going to eat all of it, freeze it and freeze it in. It doesn't have to be plastic bags. It could be reusable bags if that's what you have. But like flat, just how they sell it in the grocery store, like stacking it, and not like in a big tub. Like don't go freeze a big tub of it. Drama.
It's hard to get it out, right?
Yep, in individual servings, or like 3 servings or 2 servings at a time, and then I just like stacked beautiful things in my freezer.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, hey, so keep going. Like you have all of this interesting question stuff happening. Okay.
I have a bunch of okay, this is another question. So like I have all these vegetables, like frozen vegetables from broccoli, like green beans, like corn, and then like regular vegetables. So how do and then I have like sauces, like soy sauce, and I have some other curry sauce, but like, and coconut milk, but like my mom just hashtagged me, what about that quinoa? Apparently my mom is watching. I love it.
I love it. Hey, Mama, how are you? Wait, why is everybody saying stuff about headphones? Are they asking you as like a DJ for headphone things, or like?
Oh, do I need to put on headphones?
I don't know. I barely ever look. I apologize to viewers that I am a horrible user of the scroll, because I'm looking so deeply and intently in the guest's eyes. Right. So like I'm never even looking at the thing so much. So anyways, if somebody has a headphone, 2 cents on headphones. Oh, okay, fine. Maybe that's what they were saying.
Put on.
Oh, yes, please. Somebody said yes, please. And nice manners too, who just used the word please.
I can't see the question. Sorry about that.
Oh, you can't see them. I can see them only.
Yeah, I can't see any questions.
Oh, well, here, hey, shame on me. You are episode 7, so I am getting the hang of this slow, but sure. Okay, so what were we talking about? We were saying about you have all these sauces and veggies. Yes. What about them?
Like, how do I make it taste good? Like, so I usually like stir fry stuff, and I put soy sauce on it. Like, where's like I need to like bump up the next level of just like making things tasty, like understanding it. I need to be a little more creative. I eat a lot of vegetables. Okay, good. You got it. Run with it.
No, I love to interrupt too, just by the way.
Good.
Gift of gab. Let me just keep talking. Okay, there's going to be a 2-tier approach to this question. Okay, there's going to be, how do I make food taste better? My version, DJ Blattner. And then there's the version that's more like our gal pal Kendra, who is a personal chef and who really is a cooker girl, right? So even though I taught cooking classes for 7 years, I still contest I do not like to cook. I do it because it gives me good vibes in my body, right, to feed myself well. But I always love a healthy shortcut. Please give me a healthy shortcut.
Yes, I'm here for
even though people will swear, like Kendra, will tell us for sure. She'll be like, it is so easy to make a stir fry sauce. Like all you do is do
that. That is Drizzle Kitchen.
Drizzle Kitchen is always telling me, Dawn, it's so easy. It's so easy. And ginger is all you need, and just cut off a little nub of it and da-da-da-da. I get it. Here's what I like to do. I like to go to the store and buy sesame ginger dressing that's already made from companies like Primal Kitchen or Tessemae that have like avocado oil, like good no sugar dressings, and call that my cuisine. It's like, I don't know how to do a stir fry exactly, except where I use a sesame ginger dressing that makes it taste amazing. I don't know how to do a curry or whatever. I could figure it out. But what about on a day where I'm just tired and want to get food in my body? It's like, I'm going to make curry using a healthy shortcut of a curry sauce that somebody already else has made.
Okay, good. Yes. I feel validated. Like I do that too. So that's okay.
Yes. Not only do I feel like it's okay, I feel like that's the way everyday cooking needs to be. So if it's a special occasion for the regular people, right? It's like a special occasion. Okay, open a recipe book and like do something that takes a little bit of time and effort, right? Drizzle Kitchen. Yeah. She just joined and we were just talking about her.
Oh, gosh.
Drizzle Kitchen, we were just saying how all I do is use healthy shortcut sauces. Like my whole fridge is like healthy shortcut sauces. And that you would be appalled by us because you would say, oh my gosh, just make it yourself. It's so easy. But
it's 3 ingredients.
Yeah, yeah. So shut up is what she told us. But she said, shut up, like in a weird way. Anyway, she's crying, she's laughing. But I really do feel like for everyday cooking and just like everyday exercise, like it's like, you just do something to do it. It feels good, whatever. And then you can have more drama with like meeting up with friends other days or whatever. So anyway, I could go on and on. Easy. That's what I'm all about. Easy. So
Okay, good.
You're already doing
Next question.
Give it.
Oh, okay. I have a sugar addiction and it's not good. And so like, oh, I'll just get fruit, right? So then I'll get my fruit and then I'll be like kind of craving something sweet. What are like cool, like healthy alternatives when that sweet tooth cooks in? I have frozen fruit, I have regular fruit. It just feels like it doesn't totally satisfy that.
Okay. I've got a couple of things before I even answer that question. One is, do not self-identify as a sugar addict because it will reinforce the
Thank you for that.
issue. Yes, I
Therapy
know.
Therapy right now.
No, I know it from personal stuff. I used to be like, oh my God, I totally need dessert. And sometimes I catch myself saying it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a self-fulfilling prophecy. So step one, don't self-identify with it. Number two is making sure that you have a good steady source of fuel all through the day. So oftentimes the sweet tooth can flare because of irregular meal times. Hi. Or not enough good carbs at meal times. Hi. So it's like making sure that at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, there's a dribble of a good carb. So that's, a sprouted grain toast or brown rice or quinoa, like we were talking about, a little bit of sweet potato. There's something in there that is a steady stream of regular fuel, because the sweet tooth often flares when we don't have the proper sugar coming in for the whole day. So that's two. Okay. And then three is, having healthy, fun things to have around your house, I think is great. Or when we aren't in social isolation, I am a huge believer in social sweets only, saying don't keep ice cream in your house or cookies in your house or brownies in your house, but anytime you want them, never deprive yourself. Anytime, always, anytime. If you go out and get them, eat them, enjoy them, move on.
That's what I do. Good.
Yeah, but right now it's like, okay, what do you have? So here's what I looked up a recipe for black bean brownies because I have a million cans of black bean brownie or black beans that I needed to do. I love dark chocolate and mint tea. I feel like that's a combination of the best ever. Nice cream is something that I feel like is fruit on the next level. So like blending frozen bananas in a blender or food processor. And I put a little bit of mint.
Is that bad to eat at night?
Oh, no. I mean, if you were eating, a million
bananas,
pieces of cake. Oh, yeah, a million bananas even. A million bananas, a million pieces of cake, whatever. But doing like a frozen banana with a little bit of nut butter drizzle or some cocoa nibs, which are nature's chocolate chip. A little bit, sometimes I'll put like a little mint extract to make it like chocolate mint. But yeah, A-okay. It doesn't matter. I know people get very worried, especially about bananas, because we're like, oh my God, there's so much sugar. It's like, relative to what? I mean, most people are, not even blinking, eating like regular ice cream or cookies or brownies or whatever, so I'm like, don't demonize any fruit. As long as it's a piece, who cares? And not like 15 pieces, like how some people make a smoothie with 3,000, a billion pieces of fruit and fruit juice, and it's like too much. People, so anyway, I like that. What else? Oh, another thing that I have been do you like chocolate, or you're not a huge chocolate person?
I do. It's not my go-to, but of course I like chocolate. And I had an energy healing yesterday, and the woman told me to eat dark chocolate because it grounds me. Okay, so I had like a nod from like the universe.
Fine. Then your assignment is, dark chocolate, but pairing it with mint tea. I feel like that combination is great. And
I've never done that. That's good.
It's a good one. If it's not fancy enough for you, you're like, oh, this isn't fancy enough, you can do chocolate bark. And all that is like, I just melt chocolate and pour it on like a parchment paper on a plate, and put whatever I feel like. So sometimes I'll drizzle in natural peanut butter. Sometimes I'll do crushed up popcorn. And sometimes I'll do like crazy combinations. Cayenne pepper with like some slivered almonds or whatever. You can do all sorts of crazy fun things and then just freeze it. And then literally in like 10, 15 minutes, you have this crazy fun, like your DIY candy bar.
Oh my God.
It's really fun, right? So you don't get bored, because people are like, all you ever talk about is eating dark chocolate for a snack. I'm like, okay. I mean, pair it with mint tea, and they're like, that's all you ever say. And I'm like, okay, this is the next level. The next level is DIY your own.
It's like an art project.
Bar. Yes. Exactly. And so, yeah,
Dessert.
that could be my next book is like 365 days of dark chocolate. Yo,
Yeah.
you know.
Wake
Anyway,
the world up.
wake up, wake up. I love you so much. I do feel like, do you feel comfortable with where, if we were to leave now, do you feel comfortable with some of the
Oh
assignments
yeah.
that we
Oh,
gave
I
you?
thought yeah, 100% too.
Okay.
So I thought we were actually gonna look in my pantry, but we're
Oh,
not.
we are supposed to. We are supposed
Okay,
to, but
good. We just
I
we
mean,
just talked about
no,
it.
how about, can we just peek it? Let's just peek
Yeah,
in.
let's do it.
What should we
But the
look at?
funny thing is I don't even have a pantry because I live in a loft, so I have a cupboard.
Okay, give me a cupboard view. You're right.
Okay.
You can't have a pantry party.
Because I
Dawn.
organized it.
Dawn, what am I thinking? Right, yeah, let's go in there. Get us in there. Oh, look at how lovely.
just
Isn't
organized
she
it.
lovely? Oh,
Okay.
that's great. Look at that.
Yeah.
Love me some. I mean, you have very versatile things in there. Like
It is
oats
kind
can
of
do a
like,
million things. Yeah, it's
yeah, okay, this is good. Because I'm kind of like, wow, what do I do with them all? You know?
good. Yeah.
And then my free, this is it. This is the,
Oh, show
or
me
the
all your
rest of it.
frozen. I want to see all your frozen veggies.
Okay.
Oh yeah, look
That's
in there.
fruit, veggies,
Very nice, girl.
other stuff,
I love it.
some pizzas. Oh, you know this.
Yes.
Roller.
Yes,
And
I
then
love
more.
this.
It's healthy. It's just like
It's
kind
great.
of I get bored.
Yeah, I think so. Your big assignments. What did we learn in the pantry show today? The big assignments are use some of the restaurants that you already like to get
Yeah, their
inspiration.
menus.
To get inspiration to make a home version of that stuff. Lean in heavy, hard to pre-made healthy sauces and don't feel bad about it, so that you can have all sorts of goodness without really knowing how to cook. Right? Save those for special days. Right? And then the third thing we said is for a sweet tooth, we sort of gave tips, but then said lean in hard to the dark chocolate because also your energy healer has just offered this advice to you.
Yeah.
And then I gave you some suggestions on how to do it in a little bit more of a fun way.
She gave me, I'll talk to you like off this thing. She gave me another advice that I need help with too. So,
Oh my God.
Anyways, I digress. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's like a second episode. You can't just leave us all hanging.
I know,
like,
we're hanging,
what?
right?
Okay.
Coming back. Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, I mean, that seems like a must. So that's the summary, because sometimes, when I do these videos, it's like too long didn't read, too long didn't watch. It's like I just gave you the summary, people. So, at the end I'm trying to do summary so you could just like also flip and just like get to the summary.
Go to the end. Fast forward.
Exactly. Before we totally sign off, can you please tell us where we can get information on how to find more DJ Megan Taylor?
Yeah, follow me on Instagram right here, DJ Megan Megan Taylor.
I love it. And all sorts of fun, exciting things coming. Is there a place that we would go for DJ Megan Taylor playlists?
Yeah, it's all linked in my link tree in my Instagram account. So I have a ton of playlists on Spotify, and you'll find them all in my bio. I'm gonna put up where I'm gonna play live, and then all of my playlists.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, because I literally just had a weight lifted when you were like, I have all the playlists. I'm like, oh, thank goodness.
I have a lot. Totally.
I love
Been
that.
building for years. Yeah.
At DJ Megan Taylor. She is a superstar. She's
thank
raising
you so much.
everybody's vibes with music. And I am so lucky to call you my friend and girl crush.
Right back at you. Thank you for having me. So fun.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. See you. That was amazing to have DJ Megan Taylor with us on the Pantry Party. I mean, that girl is what you call a boss babe, making a career out of raising vibes with music. I mean, tell me, doesn't that just totally inspire you? Literally, what you love to do in your spare time, you can make a career of. Please support at DJ Megan Taylor, going to her Instagram page, sharing when she's going to be live on Instagram, and also downloading some of her playlists, because they really will make you feel like $1 million. No holla. So the Pantry Party is a raving success. I know this because I think so. And if you liked it, tell your friends to tune in. All of the past episodes are on my YouTube, Dawn Jackson Blattner on YouTube. And anyway, hope that you're getting some creative ideas from this. And I'll be back tomorrow, noon Central Time, with another guest on the Pantry Party. And until then, I'm sending you big love, high immunity vibes, and kisses.